Welcome to Global Business Summit 2023 organized by Business Connect magazine. This is Kajal Rubhal, your host for today. And I'm sitting with my special guests, Dr. Dhanasekar and Mr. John. Okay. So, welcome to this exclusive session, both of you. And firstly, I would like you to start with, discussing about the company profile and services. Please let our global audience.
Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship and Ministry of Education. We are an empaneled third-party aggregator, TPA, under this NAPS and also under NATS. We also run in contract staffing, permanent hiring, and also short-term training and development programs. This is our complete portfolio. So far, we have touched around 15,000 lives, and we have a plan to provide skill development activity for more than 1 lakh people before 2024.
That's really great to know, Mr. Dr. Dhanshekar. So, the focus for this summit is on innovation trends and predictions. So, I would like you to share your thoughts on, any emerging innovations that you are about to launch in your industrial area, or your insights into the term innovation as well. So, please go ahead.
Perfect. So, in my industry, if you ask me what are the innovations we plan to execute in my company, it's basically, see, in any of the HR, human resource or the consultancy-based companies, they have something called HRMS, Human Resource Management System. And through brainstorming, now we have the leadership team in my company who was suggested us, why can't we develop an HRMS which also addresses the blue collar, especially in the apprenticeship module. So far, there are multiple human resource management systems in the country which has addressed the white collar and to a certain extent with most of the limitations for the blue collar. So what we are developing now is basically an HRMS which will address completely the white collar, blue collar, grey collar, and also the apprenticeship programs which is running in the country, which we are in talks with the government to try to simulate or try to replicate the same thing what they are having in the government portal. This is the innovation what we are trying to do.
Understood. That's really inspiring, Dr. Dhanshekar. And moving ahead about the trends, okay, are there any emerging trends that you could see 5 years down the line from today? So, would you like to share them, those with our global audience as well?
Sure. See, in my area, that means like in the human resource, earlier the human resource was looked upon as a personal department, not just to a time office or just maintenance of the documents and all those things. But now, as the business has grown, they are looking as a business partner. It's called HRBP, Human Resource Business Partner. On the other part, where there are consultancies who provide this human resource to the companies, are no longer looked upon the head counts alone. Earlier, contract staffing or let's say even apprenticeship program was looked upon as a head count, not a real the virtue of the training mode. However, now the government of India, especially in this particular government, they put lot of emphasis, lot of efforts in bringing that real virtue of what is training. If you take any developed countries, what they are doing, they give the complete vocational training right from their 10th standard or right from the school education. Now the government of India is also putting more emphasis by bringing this kind of vocational education right from the school itself. And school, college, there are multiple areas what they are wide opening, especially for this kind of technical training or vocational training, which will be of their interest. Say for example, somebody who is doing a Bachelor of Science in mathematics can also learn something which is of more interesting, maybe in retail, maybe in logistics, maybe in IT, maybe in ITS, anything what that particular candidate is interested in. So what we look upon is competency-based skilling or competency-based training is going to be the future, which will give more leverage for the students or the candidates to live their dreams and aspirations.
It's really fantastic to know, Dr. Dhanshekar. And also, you being the founder and CEO of the company, I would like you to, share your insights into the tech dominance. As you know, that technology is seeping, in our lives on daily basis, and it's, it has taken different industries by storm. So, what are your thoughts into the topic?
Perfect question. Nowadays, without technology, nothing moves across. And Logskim stands for login with us for skilled manpower. That is the abbreviation of this Logskim. And what we do is, as I earlier told you, that we are working on HRMS platform. What we want to project ourselves is a one-stop HR solutions provided for the whole country. So what we do right from identifying the candidate, even in the job mailer, a social mailer, wherever we go, we want to provide an app where the candidates can register themselves and approach us. We want to create a skill ecosystem right from the beginning, even for the school passed out, school dropout, college passed out, college dropout, anybody who wants to get a skilling per se can approach us through this particular app called Step In. We are creating this particular app called Step In, and also we are trying to integrate this with one more product called SIPMA. SIPMA stands for Supply Chain Integration of People Managers Affinity and Alliance, where the people will be absorbed and trained and skilled and then provided back to the industry. So technology plays a vital role where we integrate right from the start of a candidate's career till the person gets retired. There is something called retirement. What we see, it all depends upon the expertise, what the person is going to leverage, and how the modality is going to be. This is what we look upon. And yes, technology is going to be a vital part of each and every business, and we are on it without any doubts.
It's really insightful that you have just shared with our global audience, Dr. Dhansekar. And as due to time constraint, we won't be able to ask you more questions. But before putting an end to this conversation, I would definitely, ask you your experience with this whole gathering that we have organized. So please go ahead.
I would. It's a wonderful and fantastic. Wow effect, I would say, by looking at the a mix of people whom you have invited for this particular global business summit organized by the Business Connect. I really appreciate the efforts that has been put in, and I really appreciate the team who has stood with this and organized this particular event. And I would like to pass on the mic to my colleague John to share more, because he's a person who was pointing at the beginning with this particular thing.
So, first of all, I would like to thank the Global Business Summit team for a wonderful organization and coordination on bringing this event very live. It helps to connect multiple business leaders and the company, multiple company CEOs, where it is helping us to bridge what we would like to prove this on ground. It will help us to share our ideas and the prospects to them, to which they can bring it and think and bring it over into their companies in future, is what we expect. And we wish the entire team for such a wonderful event. Thank you.
So pleasure is all ours. We thank you so much that you provided us with your precious time today. Thank you so much for your precious insights, and we also wish you best of luck for your future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank
Have a
you.
nice day.